The adjectival questions, what are they and what are they good for? The adjectival questions are important because they help us find adjectives. Now we know that adjectives modify nouns and adverbs modify verbs. But the question then becomes is how do we find adjectives and how do we distinguish them from adverbs, since they're both used to modify other words. Well, the adjectival questions are diagnostic questions then that we can ask words to see once if they're adjectives or adverbs. Now there are three questions then that adjectives answer. How many, which one, and what kind. So when you see a noun and you see an adjective, you can ask yourself how many of these nouns, which one of this noun, or what kind of this noun. And if the word is answering one of those three questions, then there's a good chance that it is an adjective. Now if you look at this slide, notice up here we have a scripture verse, and I've bold-faced the adjectives, whole and no. And if you drop down here and you ask the question, how many men lay it to heart? Well, the text says no. Well, no man, which means 0 men, laid this message to heart. Therefore, this adjective right here is answering the how many question. And of course, that's how we know it's an adjective in the first place, because it's answering the how many question. Then we have over here, how much of the land was made desolate? Well, all of it is made desolate. So again, we have here an adjective that is modifying the noun land by telling us how much of the land was laid desolate. Now I have another scripture verse here, again from the prophet Jeremiah. They have made my pleasant portion a desolate wilderness. Well, ask yourself, what kind of portion was it? If we look at this word right here, this is a noun. What kind of portion are we talking about? Well, the text makes clear that it was a pleasant one. So pleasant is an adjective answering the what kind question. Now here's Job's family, and they are all eating and drinking wine in which brother's house? Well, the oldest. So oldest is an adjective answering the which one question. And that's how we know it's an adjective, because it's answering that question. And it's modifying this noun right here, brothers, the oldest brother's house.